Sound check, test, mic. Hello and welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. So the Singularity Dark Mages is already uploaded on my YouTube channel. So if you're looking for another variant for the Singularity Mages, you can check out the build guide video that I have uploaded yesterday. So I was doing some testing yesterday with regards to survivability, and I see a significant difference because of the effect of the Glint's Anvil on this season. Though it's going to be the damage reduction is going to be capped at 40% next season. So we probably once I have done finishing the builds that I'm thinking that I find fun to play, because I really want to test everything, because this is we have a new mechanic, we have a new crafting system, we have a new skill tree, we have new aspects, updated aspects. So I really want to test everything, and then in preparation for the next season, so that I would know which are the best build that I really fund fund on playing for next season. It's just the only concern that I have with this with our golem is his ability to really target the enemies, and as far as we know, the AI of the minions they're not really targeting the important enemies like elites, like more threatening enemies. He always our minions prioritize the weaker ones, so it's really hard and difficult, like when there is an elite, and then if you are engaging on a type of elite wherein it constantly moves, so he will attack here, so you have to command him, and just in case his skill is not ready, so you have to really wait for you to cast it so that he will target the elite, instead of when he know that there is an elite, even though the skill is on cooldown, then he will just prioritizing on attacking that elite or the boss. And I did some comparison between the Rediment Desecration and the Black Shroud. Somehow the Black Shroud is really doing more damage, I believe, because you're adding more corruption damage, because of the 75% of our damage is also being converted into corruption damage. And then on top of this, we have it says here that enemies who are corrupted more than the remaining life. So I think when based on when we have this piece of the Black Shroud, the health bar of the enemies, we will see that there is like a fading health bar, and then there's a solid red. So the fading, the less opacity health bar, that is the somehow I think the corrupted damage to the health of the enemy. And then as we drain the health of the enemy, there's still life remaining to it, and I believe that is the one that deals, that's the one that where the 50% starts to activate. And in spite of we're losing that 25% 25 what is that 25 percent in cooldown, somehow the build is still strong. And before I uploaded the Darkness Singularity yesterday, I was also doing some testing also with that build, and as I have explained on the build guide on the build guide video, so I'm using the Sign of Death. This 15% reduction, I really see the difference in terms of survivability on like pit 100 and above. I really see the difference, and that is also the reason why, like if we take a look here, when you form a corpse, you gain 15 damage reduction, whereas this one we gain 30% damage reduction whenever we deal damage over time to the enemy, and that's very easy to do through the effect of the first bonus. So the enemies are we are inflicting 30% damage reduction to the enemy, and then we have the weaken from our Decrepify. So, and speaking of Decrepify, I feel like I really want to reduce the cooldown of our Golem. So we still have 4 seconds. It needs to be like 2.5 seconds to really, that we can really see. We need, wow, that is insane. Homing missile. Are we good? See, he attacked the elite and then he moves away. See, he moves away again. That's the only problem with our minions, especially like right now. We have only one minion who is doing the damage for us, right? So that's the only disadvantage of this. It's like our problem is not the damage, but basically the AI. And as of this moment, based on the damage reduction that I have, I can really be right in front of the enemy, and that is also important because of when we pull the enemies using our corpse tendril, we need to make sure that of course we still need to watch out for, like for example, the lunatics. What else? The executioner sword. So we still have to watch out for those things. Those will still kill us instantly, but other than that, with our resolve stacks, we should be okay. And then with our 50% damage reduction from our Sign of Death, and then we also have from the what else? I don't know if I'm using the darkness also. I think I'm using the darkness also, or maybe not. Like 30% damage reduction from our, and the reason why I'm using the What rune, it's because I was just thinking that maybe the curse that is supposedly inflicted by our summons through the Blood Moon breaches because we have only one minion, and the chance for us at maximum, the chance for us, our minions and summon to inflict the curse is, the chance is not that high enough, and the frequency is not frequent enough, because we also need the Wat rune. Look at the damage. Boom. Did I drop again the heart? Oh my god. Yeah, I think I dropped again the heart. Or did I think I placed it already because there's 9. Abyssal, what am I using? Golem, Essence, Dominate, Dead Racer, Amplify. Then there's this. Whenever you deal shadow damage to an enemy, that enemy deals reduced damage. And there's also another one. If we are always close to the enemy, this one, you gain 15% damage reduction against close enemies. Which one is better? One or 3? What? 1 trillion damage? Let me try. I need the Iron Maiden though. What is the best that we can use to trigger the Iron Maiden very quickly? 100, right? 100. I don't know if I have the Tam rune. Probably on one of my character. Tam rune would be... No, I think Tam rune, it requires core skill. Because each minion, our golem has 22% lucky hit chance. Hmm. Is it working? Well, so far, it's doing okay. I mean, even with their normal attack, because of the first upgrade, that every attack they deal, how much is that? 500, 456 damage, additional damage. Did they got one shot? What? Where's the boss? No way. No way. Did we just kill the boss in one shot? Like in one, sorry, in one cast of the skill? No way. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, are you little guys are trying to show off here? Because it says here, when you command your golem, they deal 200% damage also, right? Oh, we got another damage multiplier, critical strike damage, weapon damage, live. Which one is better? Crit, physical. I mean, all damage is okay. Oh, this one has a GA on critical strike, but I think I can maybe I have some use for this one, and then and again, I don't know how frequent is the enemies are being inflicted with the Iron Maiden. So we can really see that the Decrepify. The Decrepify is like it's it kind of like there's a purple, dark purple kind of how do you call that, like cloud that covers an enemy. So that is the effect of the Decrepify. I wonder if we will let the minion, can we see that effect? I think this one, like this one. But it's not that frequent though, because this is the Decrepify. Can we go somewhere a little bit brighter? Can you attack again? Can you hit some enemies again? There, that's also the effect of the days. Though I still see a significant damage output when they do the when we cast their active skill. They deal a lot of damage, so I feel like cooldown is still important on our setup. As we can see now, like I can really just be right in front of the enemies without any worry about getting one hit. Imagine if we still have the fell gluttony as a as an aspect. This triple golem is really going to kick some Mephisto butt. Easy. Oh, where's the all right. The active skill will still do a lot of damage.
I wish Phraiye could see this place. I do miss her.
Okay. Okay. Um let's skip this one. I still need this one for crafting soon. Maximum resource. I don't know if I have so many maximum resource for our singularity mages also. I guess I'm not logging today. Oops. So we can now go to set our premise as our main town. How much is our... How many is our forgotten soul? Can we craft that gloves? 3,492. What is... There's also another craft unique. Recycle uniques. What is recycle uniques? Transmute a common... No. Where's that? Transmute 3 of the unique equipment or items or charms into a new version of... So it needs to be same, not random. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
That's it for that piece.
Crit strike, shadow damage. Vulnerable damage, damage over time. We can roll for the damage, for the critical strike damage, and then remove life on hit, and then replace with intelligence. Wow, weapon damage of 91. Ooh, it's too low, sir. Weapon damage, intelligence, critical strike damage. What if we don't prioritize the weapon damage, just the cooldown? We don't have cooldown on the offhand, isn't it? No, I mean, no, we have the cooldown. 16%. 16%. We don't have cooldown on the amulet. Anyway, Infernal Hordes. I think let's go down and maybe I'll equip this to pull the enemies, and then maybe let's just go Or are we okay here? Let's just finish this. Give me a second. Okay. Bullshit. Bullshit. Let's stack our resolve. They're super slow. Golems are super slow, super slow. Because of the long 4 seconds is still too long. And because we don't have the fell gluttony to reduce the cooldown every second, so yeah, it really feels different. It's hard to use them as a speed farming. Like, I don't want to use the other minion. Like, if we're going to unsacrifice the mages and the warriors, we can still use the darkness. But what happened is, it's no longer a golem build, but it's like a pure minion build using your darkness skill minions. And our golem lacks the AoE. Their slam is doesn't have a very big coverage. Okay, last wave. Goblins, goblins. If it's a goblins, we are in trouble here. Because we will have a hard time to kill the enemies. No bar to. Heavy chest plate. This looks nice. Ah, quadruple GA. I'm also thinking if during speed farming should we use the Omen of Bane for the curse aura. So that it automatically triggers the Godslayer crown. If we use this one, do we need cooldown or That's a lot. From 4 seconds down to an additional 2.27 because of the 16 and 9 cooldown reduction. Was that our cooldown? Oh, because of this one. 3.95. I think this one is okay. I feel like investing too much on the cooldown reduction. I feel like it's there will be a diminishing return on losing damage. Oops.
What is a waitress, isn't it? Pity to break another's work.
I don't like Inferno Hordes. No Inferno Hordes. This one is okay. I like the boss. This one, and then more salvaging materials. Grimoire.
A sound strategy. Let's see it done.
Before it's hitting for just the elemental damage really hurts a lot. Okay, we're good. Let's go, mini-me's! It would have been nice if the mace of the if the Mace of Leoric is not consuming our minions, so that at least we have the mages, we have a few warriors, and then our mages at least to add on like proccing our lucky hits. It's different, right? With regards to our survivability compared to 2 days ago. And take note, I'm dying a lot on pit 85. This is already pit 100. And I can be as close to the enemy more frequently without worrying about our death, as long as we're not getting hit by those fallen lunatics. And the executioner sword. Well, to be honest, in spite of... Do we have another? Okay, we have another pit. I want to do another pit. And I'm not going to cast their skill. I want to see how good is their damage through their just normal attack. Because if their normal attacks is already okay, that we don't have to worry about. Of course, the casting of their skill is like just an additional damage output, right? Because I feel like we're losing so many like opportunity to add more damage multiplier. Like it should have been, instead of cooldown, maybe shadow damage multiplier, and then on the cooldown it could have been additional damage as well. Though what I have noticed is that we were able to finish pit 100 in like 3.5 minutes. Ah, last time I created this build is using the Golem Trinity, the Blood Trinity. Now we have a new Trinity now, the Iron Golem Trinity. Ah, we have a new golem now, eh? Golem build. It's just with regards to punching power, it's they're doing a lot of damage. It's that they don't have they lack the clear speed. Oh shoot, I'm not wearing the Godslayer crown. That's why I'm not pulling the enemies here. Boom. Hey Golem, where are you? What are you doing, guys? Yeah, if only we are wearing the Godslayer crown, probably would have been more easier to pull the enemies. I think even on the Infernal Hordes, probably I would say on Infernal Horde, maybe just an average clearing speed, especially probably if we're going to use that, so that we don't have to worry about casting the Iron Maiden. So we just need to focus on casting the Army of the Dead and then our Golem. Or we can also use the corpse tendrils for additional pulling on the enemies, right? Like I said, I think it's going to be really very good if our minions can prioritize elites. That is going to significantly improve our DPS. I also hope that the effect of the Mace of Leoric is increasing the area damage. As much as I want to use the second upgrade also of the Golem, that did I see reprisal over there? I think somebody did the elite here was doing some a reprisal, because I see like an animation wherein like some kind of a rock throwing at me, but I didn't die. Nice. What? Hey.
You have strength. I wonder, are your friends?
Harbinger. I feel like we can do... Oops. Let's go back. I don't know if there is a well, as you can see there, like they're like one instantly killing the trash mobs. Maybe we are okay now at Torment 11.
It is done.
I forgot to check my my activity tree. Probably I'm going to find an amulet and one ring, one amulet, and then a gloves. And not to have a cooldown reduction, just more damage. And then I want to see the difference. That is just normal damage. Normal. Yeah, they can really do a lot of damage. Could we... I feel like I'll just open it on... maybe on Torment 11. If we can kill a Torment 11. Okay, let's try this. I think I need to increase my resolve first. Okay, think we're good. And see that there's an earthquake, and somehow we can still usually when there is an earthquake that was summoned right away, when it does its first hit, I die right away. This is interesting. Seriously, we managed to survive that a series of lunatics. I'm gonna try this one more time. Probably to compare it really apple to apple, I'm not going to wear this Godslayer because a while ago I was not using those. I'm using the Hellbent Commander. $348 billion damage. That is just their normal damage, not the... Okay, let's do this. Basically, I can still do this. And then use this one. And then we're going to manually cast the... Well, I said we're going to compare it apple to apple, right? Maybe let's finish this one. Maybe there's another pit run so we can take advantage of that next run. Let's what's this? Grigor. Let's finish our war plan and then let's try that. Okay, maybe let's open. Core skill, life, critical strike damage. Maybe I can use this one. Fire resistance, life, all damage, life, fire resistance. Ooh, Nemesis! Nemesis! Nemesis. Mythic. Mythic. Oh shoot, we don't have a resolve stack. Okay, we're good. We're good. Ooh, greater lair. Oh, oh. I see a purple or green. Ring and a sword. Ring and a sword. What and what is that? What is that? I think it's the Ring of the Starless Skies, and then the sword. I think it's the new unique sword. Was that Eldruin? The sword of Eldruin?
Pity to break another's work.
Bloodlands in the Crewer's embrace? What the? Do we have... I only have 202. Maybe you're the lucky one. Oops. 3 to minion skills. Linta. Okay. Nice. Foba? Do I have Foba on? Maybe I'll just borrow that one. Maximum resource, fair and fair. Maybe I'll grab this. Come on, minion. 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 I'm getting full. Darkness, stats, minion skills. So we need 2 more. This one and this one.
Excellent fun.
After defeating all bosses within the Greater Lair, Nemesis Lair. Oh shoot! The Greater Nemesis! No! Well, what can I do? Shoot! Man! Oh, it's Doombringer! Maximum life, damage reduction, life on hit, all stats. Damage reduction. 40% chance to deal shadow damage to surrounding enemies and reduce their damage dealt by 25%. Probably this is okay if you're using I wonder if this is also good for our mages on our one hand. With lucky chance to deal shadow damage to surrounding enemies. Plus it has 2 damage reduction instances. However, we're losing a lot of multiplier damage on the weapon. Anyway, next time. Ooh, this is nice. So it's not ancestral though. That's the only problem. Man, I would have tried that greater nemesis lair, but anyway, next time. I think next time if I will go to the nemesis lair, probably I'm just gonna make sure that I have the items. I have an empty stash so that when I enter the nemesis lair, even though I'm full, then I can just go out and then go back to pick up the remaining items. I forgot that part. What is this damage damage over time?
Fight well. My fears on the course. Where we strike.
3694. Okay. Salvage, boss, nightmare dungeon. Oh, wow. I got cornered by two. By two. I can go with. Oh, man. I don't want Inferno Hordes. No, it's okay. I have one here. I can go this way. Pit. Missing the ice. Let's do Helltide and then. I just wanna try how strong we are now. But I need to build up my Resolve stacks. All damage 73.79. Well, not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's. What am I going to try? What am I going to try? Oh my god, I forgot what I'm going to try in the pit. I think this setup, without the Godslayer crown and the Omen of Pain, actually I'm thinking on the helmet. Well, we can use the Army of Perdition, the Air Perdition. See the damage of the that earthquake is, it's not instantly killing us now. Oops. With regards to efficiency, it's still ideal to use the like for example that corpse tendrils to pull the enemies together so that when we cast the our golem, it will be able to hit a lot of enemies. I think Godslayer crown is Even though our cooldown, I guess, 2. Oh, because of the channeling shrine. $1.2 trillion. Golem. Do we have... I think we have Hell Tides, right? We have Hell Tide. If we have Hell Tide, maybe we can try... Yeah, after Beast in the Ice. I think even though we don't have the Omen of Pain, the chance that our minions are... Oops, what? Glacial... Even a 10% chance that our golem will be able to inflict the curse, especially the decrepify. So it pulls the enemies together, because that will also help on, because we have a longer cooldown now on the active skill of our golem. So that when they cast when we cast their active skill, we are going to hit a lot of enemies. Plus, that will trigger when we daze the enemies, right? That is going to trigger the effect of the 40%, up to 40% multiplier damage from the Godslayer crown. This is the 11, right? Ah, nice. Nice. Nice one, boys. The 11. Making it easy. Well, I would say this is going to be ideal because we don't have to, again, it's much more convenient, right? Considering that our golem will be able to like almost instantly killing the enemies, especially the trash mobs. We're just gonna use their active skill on elites. Don't forget your resolve. Don't forget your resolve. Because we have to remember the first upgrade on our Iron Golem, they do a shockwave attack. That is also an area damage. And then based on the effect of that upgrade, that when they do an attack, maybe we can go with Quarun for movement speed. So when they do the attack, they do a shockwave
Someone
that deals damage to a primary target.
so
Not only that,
cold.
the damage is going to do a some kind of like if we see the animation here, I don't know if you can see it, like there is like an air, this one coming out from when they attack, so that is like the impact of the shockwave, so that also deal I think a little bit of damage to the enemy. That is why that is their area damage. Well, it's working okay, like convenient. Because the through the effect of the Godslayer crown, it really helps on pulling the enemies together so that our Iron Golem can hit them more faster. It's just on next season, I think the damage of the Godslayer crown is only 15% now. That is a huge reduction. So I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe just reduce it by half, but not 15%. That's huge. Or maybe 30%. I remember that Godslayer crown is only... Whoa, that's a lot of... Easy, Pangs of Duriel. Easy. Maybe let's open this one. Oh, that's a lot of aberrant cinders. Okay, we're done. Next. What is your nightmare? Ooh. Okay. I'll take that just because it's a whisper event. And another change that I made on my aspect is I'm using now the blood boiling aspect so that I don't have to worry about building up my overpower through the blood orbs from the red blessing, but rather like every second I'm gaining overpower stacks, and so far the duration of the overpower stacks and the overpowered frequency that the blood boiling is providing, somehow it's, and with some of our effects on our cursing, somehow it's making our overpower stacks to build up to maximum. How's our loots? Movement speed, cooldown. Oh, should now I remember. I hate this dungeon. This is the one that you have to teleport, go back here, and then I think, are you gonna be spawn? See, it's going to spawn where you enter. Why not here, so that you can go to the next location? Or why not? There will be like a portal there once you destroy the structure, right? Basically, it ports you right here, so that you can now go here, because you have to do you have to go to another teleporter. Then you have to come here again, destroy the structure. Then you have to go back again. Then you have to go back again to the Goblin!
Excellent fight.
Oh, Moni, Poponi, banana, Poponi. Where's that? Moni. Cast to mobility or macabre skills. Ooh, Vex. I think Tamrune is casting only a core skill, a non. I think Tamrune is casting a non-basic, non-channeling core skill. So it's not going to fit on our build here because we're not casting a core skill. Boys. Okay, we're done. I'm starting to have fun with this our what should we call this one? The Iron Trinity? Like it cools. It sounds cooler than the Blood Trinity. The thing is, we can also use the Blood Golem though. It's just we don't have a unique charm that could well, we can use the Radamant, but I feel like the darkness using this the Black Shroud charm, I think this one has more damage output.
What is a waitress, isn't it?
Oh, where's my Nightmare Dungeon? This one. Well, basically, probably if we have a lot of gold, we can just respec and then travel here if we're going to farm for the Atunda primordial dust. What do you have for me, sir? Pit, 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 like pit, 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 pit. But I need Nightmare Dungeon.
Yes. Let's reconsider.
This looks okay. Helltide, Pit, Boss, this one, then Crust. Lord of Hatred item. Attack speed is 30. Attack speed, critical strike damage. Okay. You have a pit? You have one. Okay, let's finish the Helltide.
Golem. Hell is upon us.
Maybe we can go here. Just in case we can just in case we encounter again those hell worms. Ooh, Hellspire. Let's turn off the visual on the ground. Since their normal damage is okay, I'm just gonna watch out for that big fat guy. Just in case they appear, I'm going to cast the Golem active skill so that I will have the unstoppable. Just in case he's going to be rude again. We're done? Nice. $150. Maybe we can open this. We have a codex. Accelerating. Basically 100 more. Can we make it?
The daughter of hatred demands blood.
See, 215. My only concern here with regards to this event, just in case I accidentally pull the enemy that we need to kill before they reach the the maiden. Okay, good job. Temerity. All stats. Airborne? What the heck? Why nobody tell me there's a Hellborn there? Ooh, Radamant. Whoa. Cooldown reduction. Oh shoot, we're not using the Radamant. Why? Oh my god. Anyway, I mean, this would have been nice with the affix of cooldown reduction, and then well, we're not gaining anything here also. Why not take advantage of the cooldown reduction then? .63 points, around 0.7 seconds is the difference in exchange for more multiplier damage. I think at 4.32, I think the God Slayer count would be ideal. Oh, hurry up. Let's open the chest.
Excellent fun.
Macabre skills. We are macabre. This is Boba. Oh, I have a better one. Boo. Boo. Okay, let's cleanse the pit. I think if we're lucky enough also, if we have a pack of bone with cooldown. How much is our... So 34 plus 35. This is 40 plus 35, so that's 75. We're short by 5%. I didn't notice that. Let's see if we go to the town. Are we getting... Do we have an additional attack speed? Let's see what is our actual attack speed here. Yeah, it's still the same. So basically we're short at 5%. 5%, that is when we reach the 100, so we can get the another 40% from our cult leader legendary node. Okay, we're good, let's go. I have the resolves now. I have the resolve. I really need to wait for the enemies to be pulled Because what I have noticed, like when I cast the golem here, when they are pulled, like they are already. So the golem will misfire on hitting the enemies. Pull, pull, pull. Then we cast. I noticed that I don't have the Q rune. Wow, that really? Our golem is trying to show off here. These guys are trying to show off. Remember the that fire? I've been complaining that 2 days ago, right, on my previous stream. Like right now, I can really almost face tank everything. So how much is our actual damage reduction? Peaking at 85.1. So 85.1, I'm going to remember that 85.1, that is like almost a very good damage reduction. Though I think there are some damage reduction that are conditional, like the damage reduction from like the darkness, the territorial, what else? I think even on our can I bet? Maybe after this run, the I'm just assuming that the damage reduction coming from our charm set is not included, or is it already included? Because it is a because it's, I think, is it? I forgot the Hearthstone again. You gain damage reduction for 5 seconds whenever you deal damage over time to an enemy. Right now, that is our our resolve stacks. So that gives a total of 86.3. That is why now they are capping because this is really significant on giving damage reduction. Now it is now capped at 40%. So now that it has been reduced, see, so we still have that additional 30% on top of the 80% here. To be honest, if that is wrong, like why not correct it now? That's my only concern. Helltide and then Cross Undersea. I guess I'm just gonna finish the war plan today, and then I'm done for today's stream.
Step up to my anvil.
I think the vulnerable damage multiplier here and this one is almost the same. The critical strike damage value. Oh, this is 50. I think vulnerable damage is only 25. Anyway, I think this is the first time that we'll be dealing with a T11 butcher. I think we can push now to 105 bit. Wait for my resolve. It's open.
That will come in.
Wait, oh! What? What? Air perdition, come on! Whoa! Woohoo! Another I think I still have another air perdition. Well, I can use this now. This is for our Golem's key. What is this one? Intelligence, maximum life, blood skills. Whoa! This one would have been better. Well, I need the... Is there something wrong with the... Why I still can't find the Banished Lord Talisman? Wow! And a crappy maze of King Leori. What a bunch of scraps. We have 3 more. Amulet! What the heck? Well, this is nice though. Intelligence, attack speed, vulnerable damage multiplier, critical strike damage multiplier with attack speed. Basically, we can place the red blessing here. If we want the Banished Lord Talisman, we can use the Banished Lord Talisman here. The only thing is, it's just I think there is a reduction on the maximum unique power when it becomes a unique charm. Like this one, it's 7, but on the actual item, it's basically 10. Same thing with the Banished Lord Talisman. If I'm not mistaken, unique charm is 12. The maximum power on the actual amulet is 18. So it has a 6% difference. So that is significant because if we're going to move the sacrificial bonus here, basically the sacrificial bonus here, based on my calculation here, this is approximately 60% additional versus the red blessing here. So there is a significant sacrificial is going to outperform, even though if you have the maximum unless you're going to invest on critical strike chance. Because again, the effectivity of the Banished Lord Talisman will depend on how much critical strike chance that your minions are doing. Anyway, hair perdition. Though we're not getting the advantage of the corp skill though. The plus the core skills. Only for the luck critical strike chance, which is good. Critical strike chance is good. I think for pushing we can use the error perdition, and then for speed farming Godslayer crown for that for the pooling of the enemies. Okay, let's do the harvest. What is your... Okay. Let's put it there. Put it there. Essence on kill, resistance to elements. It looks okay. Resource generation. Maybe I have some use for you. If this is ancestral, if all of them are ancestral, I can recycle them, but apparently... Well, let me try. I have done several testing with this. It will only transmute for the 3:1 transmute. It will not transmute on a higher rarity. Same thing with this one.
Forge awaits your return.
Oh shoot, we have 10 minutes. We have 82. Probably we'll grab just a 75. Let's hurry up. Let's open this one. Just in case something happened. Damage reduction, damage reduction. Just halfway, halfway. Maybe that one is a 75-ish. Okay, 22 more. And what is next? Cross under city, okay. Okay, we're done. Yeah, imagine if we have cooldown also on then a cooldown affix, and then we have another cooldown on the Radament's affix. That would have been nice. I have so many dungeons here. Last wave. Well, I don't have any much time today. Growth. Okay, let's go. Where's my pooling effect? Boom. Guys, where are you? $60 seconds. 60 seconds. Okay, okay. They really skipped the elite. I think it's ideal to use the Omen of Pain to ensure that our inflicting the curse on the enemy. Especially the what? Oh, sorry, the water, the decrepify. For the days. For the days. Not Daisy. Daisy. Days. Okay. Before I end the stream, let's try to craft those. Just to show that it's not really increasing the rarity when you transmute when you use a 3:1 on an item. Oh, sorry, recycle uniques. Right? Probably there's a chance, but it's going to be very low. But I have done that for several times, like it's not really going up to the next rarity of the item.
People of Sanctuary are grateful. They've sent their regards.
What brings you to the ancient isles?
Oops, what is this? Temerity. Let's craft this one. Okay. Stats. Ooh. Oh, ho, ho. Oba. Oba. Well, I hope you land on Temlor. Ew. Fire resistance. But I like the oops. I like the resistance though. No, I want this one. Just in case. For another build. Who is missing? Fair and Baru. Ooh, Emblor crafting. Sen of Death. Wither. Sen of Death. I think I'm using Wither Sen of Death. Yep. Override. I'm almost having my full set now for the crafting. I feel like I don't have any extra anymore. Boba. This is the last one. Anyway, we can still craft tomorrow if we Pear and Beru. All stats. Well, this one is much more better. Last 3, 2, 3. All stats leave the Crown of Lucian. Let's. My God, I'm full. Do I need a mule for our unique charm? So this is the one I'm talking about, Banish Lord Talisman. So if I'm going to use this one and then I'm going to place the sacrificial aspect here, it increases by, so basically 2.2 increased in the sacrificial bonus. The sacrificial bonus of our warriors with the hulking monstrosity, the golem gains 60. So this is an additional 120% multiplier. This is 60, right? Plus 120. Times 2.2. Yeah, 120. 0.2. 72%, right? 72%. And then another one on the mages. There's another 60 there. 72 plus 72. So that's 144. If we are going to move the sacrificial here, for example, we're going to lose the 70 from the Hellbent, and we're going to lose the 40% bonus from the sacrifice, because it gives, basically this is 80%, and then on the amulet it adds an additional 50%. That's why it's 120%. If we move this on the ring, this will becomes 80%. So how much is the 40% that we're losing on our sacrificial bonuses? And take note that the sacrifice bonuses, not just the golem damage here, but the base multiplier damage, the 33%. Okay, so that adds somehow the 60% increase in golem damage here. It doesn't change when we add the sacrificial bonuses, the sacrifice aspect. That 33, that is equivalent of 120%. See, if we multiply 15% by 2.2, so that's 33. Well, supposedly that 60% also increases the so 40%, so we're losing that 0.4, so we're losing 6% approximately. 6%, am I correct? 6%. Yeah, 6% on the base multiplier damage. And then how much is 40% of 60? 24%. So 24%. And then there's also another 6%. And then another 24. So we're losing 48% multiplier damage if we are going to move it here, plus the Hellbent Commander. So how much is that? Approximately 24 plus 6, so that's 30, times 2, so that's 60, plus 70, so that's 130% multiplier damage. But hold on a second. If we're going to use the Banished Lord Talisman, which is, let's just say if you have a 10, the 12 times at maximum overpower stacks that we have, so that's 12 times 12, that's 144. And again, the effect of the Banished Lord Talisman, it depends on your critical strike. Approximately we have 50% critical strike chance. So this is 12 times 144. At 12 times 12, so that's 124. 144 times 50% of your critical strike chance. Therefore, the effective bonus of the Banished Lord Talisman is only 50% of that 144, which is only 72%. That is way behind. So we gained 72, but we lost 130%. So we lost a total of 60% multiplier damage. Even though we have the Banished Lord Talisman here. So how much is Banished Lord Talisman at 18%? 18% times 12. How much is that? 18 times 10, so that's 180 plus 36. That's 216 at 12 stacks. Divided by 2, so that's 108. Because 50%, right? 50% critical strike chance. So that's 108. Still, it is behind by 22% approximately with the if we move the sacrificial, if we lose that 40% increase in sacrifice bonuses and then the Hellbent Commander. Still behind. Plus, what are the chances that the Banished Lord Talisman Amulet, of course it's a different scenario now next season, that we can focus reroll on the affixes on the unique item. However, the Banished Lord Talisman, the Red Blessing, are going to be nerfed next season, so it's like there's no point. Anyway, I think so far with regards to the cooldown, it is good to reduce the cooldown of the of our golem, that they can cast their skill and it still deal a lot of damage, versus that we are waiting, because this is the thing. It is okay not to invest on the cooldown if the golems are prioritizing the boss or the elites. It's just we need to really pull the enemies together so that all of the enemies are concentrated on one location, so that the golem will strike the enemies on that particular location. Because there's no more enemies around. At least with the more cooldown reduction, we can cast the golem, plus it deals a lot of damage still, but we can control where they need to hit the enemy. And with the help of the corpse tendrils, we're just gonna strategically cast it so that when we cast the iron golem, it will hit the especially during the on the pit boss, right? For example, the pit boss arrive and then there's so many trash mobs around. and then your golem cooldown is not yet ready, then they are attacking the trash mobs around instead of the boss, which is already summoned. So I think the cooldown reduction is still okay. Cooldown reduction is still okay for me. You know, there's also another besides the error perdition. This one. Huh? Here. With the default cooldown reduction. To be honest, previously that cooldown reduction is not at greater affix. It's not 12.5. It's 35%. The GA of that cooldown reduction before, it's 35%. It's 35%. But next season, we can still focus reroll the cooldown reduction, and the plus ranks to all skills is now +6. How much is the plus to all skills? How much is the coefficient? So this is +4, 506. 506.63. 506.63. It's excuse me, 506.63, so that's 57. It's not divisible by 4. $57. Is it the same as 20? Give me a second. 57. 56 is 28, like 28, 29? So what is 28 and 29? 28 and then 29, so that's 14, 14, 14.5, 14.5. It doesn't make sense. Or is it approximately like 15, 14, 15, 14? 15, 14, so that's 29. 15, 14, that's another 29. Or 13, 15. Sorry, 13, 14. But that is approximately at 4 ranks, that's approximately 57. So if that is going to be +6 next season, so that's going to add approximately 60% multiplier damage. Not a multiplier damage, but basically it's almost the same as this one. And technically, by the way, technically the error prediction is only 15% multiplier damage next season, unless they didn't change this one. Unless they didn't change the patch notes. Unless players are complaining like, oh, the error prediction at 15% damage increase, it's not going to be a mythic anymore. Right? It's just a simple item. Actually, before the error prediction is not 80%, it's only 60%. Maybe they can bring this down to 40%. Maybe just 40%, not 15%. 15% is too low. It's like, I will just use a I will use the other item like exploiter. I'll just use the exploiter aspect there for additional damage on unstoppable enemies. Anyway, 3.78. Yeah, if we can have also a Godslayer crown with cooldown reduction, that would be nice also. Probably I'm gonna check tomorrow if I have by any chance, if I have
this, isn't it?
If I have what's that? If I have Godslayer crown with cooldown reduction on one of my other character. But anyway, so yeah, we're just gonna continue building this, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm still gonna do some testing. Probably I'm going to check it out like without investing on the cooldown. We're just gonna go all in with our damage, and then let's see how it goes. Though I really feel that, well, let's see. Maybe considering that they're doing a lot of damage, when we invest fully on the damage instead of the cooldown, that they can clear the enemies, right? If they can clear the enemies, and then we're just gonna pull them with the corpse tendrils, right? Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a good one. Bye.